Hey, race fans. Welcome to the very first episode of the newest podcast to hit social media, the Race Pro Weekly Podcast. Since announcing this new endeavor during Super Dirt Week 53 this past October at the Oswego Speedway, interest has been high in the Race Pro Weekly Podcast. This podcast has been in the works for quite a while now, as I began discussions with the late Bobby Chalmers on bringing this to life during Super Dirt Week 52, more than a year ago. Unfortunately, he was taken from us way too soon and did not get a chance to see it come to fruition. This podcast will feature interviews, roundtable discussions, and coverage of every Super DIRTcar Series for Big Block Modified event. It will also cover every DIRTcar 358 Modified Series, DIRTcar Sportsman Championship Series, and DIRTcar Pro Stock Series event. To answer the question that I will no doubt be asked, does this mean that you'll be at all of those events? Well, the answer is of course not. No, I won't. However, for the events that I am not at, I will put together a variety of different types of coverage. With that being said, let's dive into the first episode of the RPW Podcast with a look at the Federated Auto Parts DIRTcar Nationals for the Big Block Modifieds of the Super DIRTcar Series. Here is episode number 1, Big Gator Hunting.
Let's kick things off with some award winners. In addition to the Heat Race Winner Awards, 3 other awards were handed out each night to the Super DIRTcar Series competitors during the Federated Auto Parts DIRTcar Nationals. Interestingly, though, no driver won any of these 3 awards more than once. And that shows you just how tough the competition was. The Jam Performance Fastest Hot Lap Award winners were Stuart Friesen, Peter Britton, Justin Stone, and Alex Yankowski. The Billy Whitaker Cars and Trucks Quick Time Awards were won by Dwayne Howard, Jimmy Phelps, Felix Waugh, and Matt Williamson. The SRI Performance Stock Car Steel Pole Award winners were Stuart Friesen, Bobby Varon, Justin Stone, and Peter Britton. As always, the hunt for the Big Gator is what brings the drivers down to Florida, and the final Federated Auto Parts DIRTcar Nationals point standings for the Super DIRTcar Series for Big Block Modifieds looks like this. Matt Williamson brought home that Big Gator as he was the point champion. Lightning Larry White, he finished second, 33 points back. Felix Waugh was third, 41 points behind. Eric Rudolph was fourth, 49 points back. And many-time series champion, Super Matt Shepard was fifth, 52 points behind. Let's now take a look at some interesting notes from the 2026 version of the Super DIRTcar Series down in the Sunshine State. A total of 49 drivers made the trip down to the Federated Auto Parts DIRTcar Nationals, with 22 of them making the feature event on all 4 nights. The only driver to finish in the top 20 in the final point standings without making all 4 feature events was Bobby Varon. The many-time Super DIRTcar Series and DIRTcar Modified race winner and track champion throughout the Empire State did not qualify in night number 1, and then recorded finishes of 7th, 24th, and 17th for the week. As mentioned, he won the SRI Performance Stock Car Steel Pole Award on night number 2. There were 3 feature event winners over the course of the 4 events. Stuart Friesen won the opening night on Wednesday, Matt Williamson won Thursday and Friday, and Larry White won the finale on Saturday night. A total of 13 drivers did not make a feature event during the Volusia trip, and they include Dexter Stacy out of Kanawaki, Quebec, Sean Beardsley out of Central Square, New York, Wallace Stacy out of Kanawaki, Quebec, Russell Morseman out of Addison, New York, Steve Davis out of Hightstown, New Jersey, Chris Curtis out of East Canaan, Connecticut, Aidan Cipriano out of Hermitage, Pennsylvania, Garrett Crummert out of West Middlesex, Pennsylvania, Dave Rouser out of Waterloo, New York, Brian Swarthout out of Beaver Dams, New York, Bob McGannon out of Garnerville, New York, Rich Scalata out of Hillsborough, New Jersey, and Macy Adamick out of Leechburg, Pennsylvania. Only 1 driver scored top 5 finishes in each of the 4 events, and as you can guess, that was Money Matt Williamson. 3 different drivers scored top 10 finishes in each of the 4 events: Matt Williamson, Felix Waugh, and Eric Rudolph. Amy Holland impressed many with strong runs each night. While she was a D&Q on the final night and had finishes of 19th, 25th, and 15th during the first 3 nights of action, her strong runs throughout the qualifying events put her name on the big block map. Billy Pounce Jr. was the only driver in the top 10 of the final point standings without a top 5 finish. The kid's kit and BP3's dad had finishes of 10th, 15th, 20th, and 6th for the week. A couple of lucrative programs were announced for the Super DIRTcar Series for Big Block Modifieds just prior to the start of the Federated Auto Parts DIRTcar Nationals. The first will benefit those who run up front every time they hit the track this season. Well, at least those who are up front when the white flag waves in each event. Being in the top 3 on the white flag lap at every Super DIRTcar Series event will come with a benefit this year. Barron's Performance Warehouse is bringing the One to Go Championship to the Super DIRTcar Series for Big Block Modifieds in 2026, awarding points to drivers who are in the top 3 on the white flag lap of every heat race, last chance showdown, and feature event. For each, a total of 3 points will be awarded to the leader, with 2 points for second and 1 point for third. At the end of the season, the top 3 in points of the One to Go Championship will be rewarded with a Barron's gift card worth $1,000 to the champion, $500 to the runner-up, and $250 to the third-place finisher. The Barron's Performance Warehouse One to Go Championship kicked off with the running of the Federated Auto Parts DIRTcar Nationals. The second will further award those who are tackling the gold standard of Dirt Modified Series for the first time. 5-Star Bodies and MD3 are expanding their partnership with World Racing Group in 2026, supporting 3 Rookie of the Year programs and a bonus incentive across multiple series. In addition to providing racers around the world with elite race car body panels, windows, and components, the 2 companies will be top supporters of the World of Outlaws NOS Energy Drink Sprint Car Series, the World of Outlaws Late Model Series presented by Dirt Vision, the Super DIRTcar Series for Big Block Modifieds, the DIRTcar Summer Nationals Late Models, and several other DIRTcar sanctioned divisions. 5-Star Bodies will be associated with a legendary name in sprint car racing, joining the World of Outlaws Sprint Car Series as the new sponsor of the Kevin Goldberg Rookie of the Year Award. MD3 will continue its support of the World of Outlaws Late Model Series and the Super DIRTcar Series for Big Block Modifieds Rookie of the Year programs, along with providing a bonus for weekly points leaders during the 2026 DIRTcar Summer Nationals Late Model Tour. The Rookie of the Year with the Super DIRTcar Series for Big Block Modifieds will get a $500 MD3 product certificate and a new top-of-range body. In addition to the support of the National Series, MD3 will provide product certificates to the top 3 in points with the DIRTcar 358 Modified Series, the DIRTcar Sportsman Series, the DIRTcar Pro Stock Series, and all national DIRTcar divisions.
That will do it for episode number 1 of Race Pro Weekly, the podcast. Episode number 2 will be coming very soon. Until next time, stay safe, support cancer research, and please remember to support those that support racing. So long for now.